Good morning students. Today's video for class 12th students. Today in this video I will be discuss about the chemical properties of alcohol. In my previous video I have also discussed the chemical properties of alcohol, but that was the reaction involving cleavage of hydrogen and oxygen bond. Today I will be discuss the chemical properties, a reaction involving the cleavage of carbon oxygen bond. That meaning the bond between carbon and oxygen will split up. The first example for this, that is reaction with hydrogen halide. Reaction with hydrogen halide, or you can say that is the Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent. It is a mixture of HCl and ZnCl2. That is very important reaction because with the help of this reaction we can identify the primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Like suppose we have R single bond C, this is H2 single bond OH. This is the primary alcohol. If this primary alcohol reacted with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2, ZnCl2, that meaning Lucas reagent, then the bond between carbon and oxygen will split up. From here OH and from here H, they will be react and they will be give us H2O, and the rest of we are getting R single bond C single bond H single bond H single bond Cl plus H2O, that meaning primary alcohol, and this is haloalkane. Haloalkane. As it is, we will take the secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol like this is R single bond C single bond R single bond H single bond OH plus HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. This is the secondary alcohol. That is very simple reason, because the carbon at which OH group is attached, this is joined with two alkyl group. That is why this is a secondary alcohol. Same, the bond between carbon and oxygen split up. This OH and H react to give us H2O, and we are getting here R single bond C single bond H single bond R single bond Cl plus H2O. Same for tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol, that is R single bond C single bond R single bond R single bond OH plus HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. Simply, this is the tertiary alcohol because the carbon at which OH group is attached, that also having the three alkyl group. So that is meaning this is a tertiary alcohol. Same, the bond between carbon oxygen split up. This OH and H react to give us H2O, and we are getting here R single bond C single bond R single bond R single bond Cl plus H2O. That are the general reactions when alcohol react with a Lucas reagent. Now I am explain you one example related to primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. For primary alcohol, suppose I have taken here ethyl alcohol. I have taken here ethyl alcohol. This is CH3 CH2OH. This is the ethyl alcohol. React with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. Then this carbon oxygen bond split up and this OH react with H. That will be giving us H2O. We are getting CH3, CH2, Cl. This is CH3, CH2, Cl plus H2O. That meaning ethyl alcohol will give us chloroethane. That is the primary alcohol. Suppose I have taken a secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohol is CH3 single bond C single bond CH3 single bond OH single bond H. This is the secondary alcohol. This secondary alcohol reacted with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. Then this OH reacted with H to give us H2O, and we are getting here CH3 single bond C single bond H single bond CH3 single bond Cl plus H2O. Suppose I have taken tertiary alcohol, so this is CH3 single bond C, CH3, CH3, OH plus HCl. This OH and H react to give us H2O. In the presence of ZnCl2, we are getting CH3 single bond C, CH3, CH3, Cl plus H2O. So that means that are the simple example for primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. For the Lucas reagent, now I will be discussing about how to identify in a practically which one is a primary alcohol, which one is a secondary alcohol and which one is a tertiary alcohol. Now that is also very simple. Suppose this is for primary alcohol, this is for secondary alcohol and this is for tertiary alcohol. As I will be added Lucas reagent, Lucas reagent, Lucas reagent meaning the mixture of HCl and ZnCl2, mixture of HCl and ZnCl2. As I will be added the mixture of HCl and ZnCl2 in the given solution, if that is tertiary alcohol, then we are getting the turbidity at the same time, turbidity at the same time. That meaning turbidity meaning that is a dhundlapan. As we are adding the Lucas reagent and tertiary alcohol, at the same time we are getting the turbidity. So this indicate that the given solution is a tertiary alcohol. Suppose the turbidity is coming, turbidity will come after 5 minutes. Turbidity will come after 5 minutes. That meaning this is a secondary alcohol. And if no turbidity is there, no turbidity at room temperature, the turbidity will be coming only by strong heating. At room temperature there is a no turbidity, that meaning this is a primary alcohol. So this is very simple identification regarding primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. So one example I am discuss with you how the question will come in exam. Suppose we have CH3 CH2OH and we have CH3 C CH3 CH3OH. So we want to give a chemical test between these two. Chemical test between them. So this is very simple. You know that this is a primary alcohol. This is primary alcohol. Why it is a primary alcohol? Because if you will see its structure, this is the carbon, 3 hydrogen, again the carbon, 2 hydrogen, this is the OH. That meaning the alcohol group is attached at the carbon and this carbon is attached to one alkyl group. That meaning this is a primary alcohol and this is a tertiary alcohol. Why it is a tertiary alcohol? Because OH group is attached with that carbon which already having the 3 alkyl group. That means this is a tertiary alcohol. So very simple. The chemical test is there. I have told you that is a Lucas reagent test. Same. You will mention it there by Lucas reagent test. Lucas reagent test. Again, as we know that tertiary alcohol, because this is a tertiary alcohol, so this will be giving us the turbidity. Turbidity immediately by adding the Lucas reagent. And this is a primary alcohol, so this will be not give turbidity, by adding the Lucas reagent at room temperature. So this is the chemical test and easily we can identify it. So I hope you have understand regarding the chemical test between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Now the point is this, why tertiary alcohol will give the turbidity immediately. What is the reason? It's meaning what is the reactivity order for the Lucas reagent in for alcohol. So 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degree. That meaning primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. If you will be see this primary alcohol CH3 CH2OH, secondary alcohol CH3C CH3HOH, tertiary alcohol CH3C CH3CH3OH. When the bond between carbon and oxygen will be split up, this is oxygen is a more electronegative, so the bond electron will be transferred towards the oxygen. So this is getting the partially positive charge. Same here, when the bond will be split up, this carbon is getting the partially positive charge. Same here, when the bond will be split up, this carbon will getting the partially positive charge. Now this is a carbocation, this is also a carbocation, this is also a carbocation. The tertiary carbocation is more stable, so this is the more stable. That is why this will be give the turbidity immediately. So that is the reason ki why tertiary alcohol will be give the turbidity immediately, because that will be giving us the tertiary carbocation which is a more stable. So if you will be see the reactivity order of this, so this is primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. So tertiary alcohol will be give the turbidity immediately. I hope you have understand that reaction with hydrogen halide or Lucas reagent. The rest of the reaction I will discuss in my next video. Thank you. Morning students. Today's video for class 12th students, and today I will be discuss the chemical properties of alcohol, in which the first topic I have taken dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration of alcohol, its meaning that dehydration meaning removal of water molecule, removal of water molecule. Suppose I have an alcohol, this is CH3 CH2OH, this is the ethyl alcohol. I can write this ethyl alcohol in this form: CH2 single bond H single bond CH2 single bond OH. That is in the presence of concentrated H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. Then this H and this OH is released out to make H2O in the form of H2O1 water molecule release, and that is left here CH2 double bond CH2. This is a primary alcohol. So this primary alcohol give us alkene. This is ethene, and this primary alcohol is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol by the removal of one water molecule. That I will be explaining in the mechanism how the bond is going to prevail. Suppose I have taken here secondary alcohol. The secondary alcohol is CH3 single bond CH single bond OH single bond CH3. Same, it is also in the presence of H2SO4. It's not key, it is 100% concentrated H2SO4. It can be of 85% concentrated of H2SO4, and the temperature is there 440 Kelvin. This is CH3. I can write in this way: CH2 single bond H. Same, this H2O molecule is released out from here, and we are getting here CH2 double bond CH single bond CH3 with the elimination of a water molecule. This is a propanol 2, and this is a propene 1. Propanol 2 and propene 1. As it is, I can take the tertiary alcohol. If I will be take the tertiary alcohol, so tertiary alcohol is CH3 single bond C single bond OH single bond CH3 single bond CH3. This CH3 I can write in this way: CH2 single bond H. This is any 20% H2SO4 we can take, or 20% of H3PO4 we can take. The temperature should be here 350 Kelvin. Then same, this H2O molecule is eliminated from here, and we are getting here CH3 single bond C single bond CH3 double bond CH2. That meaning primary, secondary and tertiary, all the alcohol during the process of dehydration, they will be give us the alkene. Now the point is this, what is the reactivity order of the dehydration of alcohol? Primary will give first, secondary will give first, or tertiary will give first? That we can simply understand by the this way. Suppose I have a tertiary alcohol. This is CH3 single bond C single bond CH3 single bond CH3 single bond O. This is H. When the water molecule is eliminated from here, then we are getting here positively charged. That meaning if you will discuss here in this form, one oxygen, this is a more electronegative, so the bond will be transferred towards the oxygen. That meaning this is getting the partially positive charge, and this is a tertiary carbocation. The tertiary carbocation is more stable in the comparison of primary and secondary. That is why tertiary carbocation will give us easily dehydration reaction. So if you will see the order of the increasing order of the stability, then we can say that primary, secondary and tertiary, this is the order of the dehydration of reaction that is given by the alcohol molecule. Now we will discuss the very simple mechanisms of the dehydration of alcohol. How we can explain the mechanism of dehydration of alcohol, that you can check it here. Dehydration of alcohol, that meaning we will discuss here mechanism of dehydration of alcohol. If you will be see here mechanism of dehydration of alcohol, so first of all we will form a protonated alcohol. During this mechanism, firstly alcohol is converted into protonated alcohol. That means first step is there, formation formation of protonated alcohol. Formation of protonated alcohol. Now, the alcohol molecule we have, I can write the ethyl alcohol CH3, CH2, O single bond H. Oxygen having two lone pair. The reaction is carried out in the presence of acid. So from the acid, one hydrogen ion is available here. The oxygen is having a lone pair. So this lone pair will be attacked on this positively charged hydrogen, and they will be give us CH3 single bond CH2 single bond O single bond H single bond H. Oxygen has given their electron, that is why it is getting a positively charged. So this is a protonated alcohol. Protonated alcohol. Now, after this protonated alcohol, we will be doing the second step. The second step is their formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. This protonated alcohol CH3 single bond CH2 single bond O single bond H single bond H, and this is a positively charged. Now oxygen is having the positively charged, so bond will be give its electron to this oxygen, and this whole water molecule is eliminated from here, and we are getting here CH3 single bond CH2. From the side of carbon, the electrons are going to donate. So this is getting a positively charged, and the water molecule is eliminated from here. This is a carbocation. Carbocation. Now, after the formation of carbocation, the third step is there, loss of proton. Loss of proton. That is the carbocation I can write in this way: hydrogen, this hydrogen, this hydrogen, C single bond hydrogen, single bond hydrogen. This carbon is having the positively charged, so the one hydrogen atom will be lose their electron. That meaning if you will be see, then this bond will be give their electron to this carbon and carbon bond. So this hydrogen ion is eliminated from here, and that is we getting the double bond. So this is CH2 double bond CH2, and this hydrogen ion is eliminated from here. This hydrogen ion again can take the another alcohol molecule and start the other mechanism of this process. So this is the dehydration of alcohol with the examples and with the mechanism. So I hope you have understand about this, how the mechanism, how the dehydration process is completed. In my next videos, I will be discuss about the oxidation reactions of alcohol. Thank you. Good morning, students. This video is for class 12th students, and today in this video I will be discuss about the oxidation reaction of alcohol. During the oxidation reaction of alcohol, the carbon oxygen double bond will form, and there is a cleavage of oxygen hydrogen and carbon hydrogen bond. Like suppose I have alcohol H single bond C single bond single bond single bond. Suppose I am using here oxygen single bond H, then the cleavage of carbon hydrogen bond is there, and the cleavage of oxygen hydrogen bond is there. Due to their cleavage, the one bond is formed between them, that is a carbon double bond oxygen. This is a carbon single bond double bond oxygen. That meaning during the process of oxidation, alcohol molecule is converted into a carbonyl compound. Carbonyl compound, it can be of aldehyde, it can be of ketone, or it can be of carboxylic acid. Now during the oxidation reaction, we are using the oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. There are two categories of oxidizing agent or oxidizing substance. Oxidizing agent. there are two categories. One is mild oxidizing agent, mild oxidizing agent. Second is strong oxidizing agent, strong oxidizing agent. If I will be discuss about the mild oxidizing agent, then first is chromic trioxide, CrO3. This is chromic trioxide. Second is, that is PCC. PCC. This is very important. PCC. This is a pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium. Pyridinium chlorochromate. These are the mild oxidizing agent. If I will discuss about the strong oxidizing agent, then the first is KMnO4, that meaning a potassium permanganate. It can be of acidic, basic, or neutral. That means it can be work in acidic, basic, or neutral medium. Neutral medium. Second is here, this is potassium chromate, K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7. This will be work only in acidic medium. Only in acidic medium. Or we can use here for chromic oxide, that is Na2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4. It can be mentioned there. Na2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4. This is for chromic oxide. So these are the oxidizing agent which can be utilized during the oxidation reaction of alcohol. Now I will be discuss about the oxidation reactions of alcohol with a different oxidizing agent. Now suppose I have here, suppose the reaction is like I have here, this is for primary alcohol, that meaning oxidation for primary alcohol. Like the primary alcohol I have, this is RCH2. I can write in this way, and the OH I can write in this way. Here the carbon and hydrogen bond will be split up, and the oxygen and hydrogen bond will be split up. So this H2 will be released out from here, and we are getting here RCHO during the oxidation, which is a mild oxidizing agent. This is a primary alcohol. So that meaning during the oxidation of primary alcohol in the mild form, it will be giving us a aldehyde. Aldehyde. If this aldehyde is again oxidized in the mild oxidizing agent, then it will be giving us a carboxylic acid, RCOOH, of the same number of carbon atom which is an alcohol group is having. Now for the secondary alcohol, suppose suppose I want to convert the primary alcohol directly into carboxylic acid. Suppose I want to convert it into directly in carboxylic acid, then we can use here KMnO4. This is a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium. Then the aldehyde, that primary alcohol, is directly converted into a carboxylic group. Now the second point is here, oxidation of secondary alcohol. Oxidation of secondary alcohol. If I will be discuss the oxidation of secondary alcohol, then the example, if I will be discuss the example of the secondary alcohol is, suppose I am using here R single bond C single bond R. This is the H single bond O single bond H. Then again this is the bond of carbon hydrogen is clearest, and the bond of oxygen and hydrogen is cleavage. In the presence of a oxidizing agent, the oxidation process will take place. CrO3, I am using here oxidizing agent. H2 molecule is released out. So what we are getting here, R single bond C, single bond R, double bond O. This is ketone, and it is release a hydrogen gas. That meaning a primary alcohol during the oxidation in the mild oxidizing agent give us aldehyde, whereas the secondary alcohol during the oxidation it will be giving us the ketone. Now the point is here, if you will see in both the reactions the H2 molecule is eliminated in both the reactions. So that meaning due to the elimination of H2 molecule, this reaction is also known as dehydrogenation reaction. This is also known as dehydrogenation dehydrogenation reaction. Now, if I will be talk about the tertiary alcohol, suppose I am using a tertiary alcohol, like tertiary alcohol is this is for tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol is R single bond C, single bond R, single bond R, single bond OH. If you will see here in tertiary alcohol, there is a no alpha hydrogen. Alpha hydrogen meaning on that alpha carbon there is a no hydrogen atom is attached. That meaning this is a so it will be not give easily oxidation reaction. It will be give the oxidation reaction in the special condition and in the presence of strong oxidizing agent. Suppose I have taken the example here, CH3 single bond C, single bond CH3 single bond CH3 single bond O, single bond H. This is, and the reaction is carried out in a strong oxidizing agent at high temperature. Strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4 in acidic medium and high temperature. This is not in at normal temperature. So from here I can write it CH2 single bond H. Now the bond between this carbon and oxygen split up, and this is, so from here total H2O1 molecule is eliminated, and we are getting here CH3 single bond C, single bond CH3, and this double bond CH2 with the elimination of water molecule. That meaning from the tertiary alcohol we are getting firstly alkene molecule. This alkene molecule, again if we will doing the oxidation process, then the bond between them is split up. The oxidation process we are doing it again, then we are getting here, this is CH3CO CH3, that is a ketone, CH3C double bond O, single bond CH3, and this is we are getting here HCOOH. This is a carboxylic acid. Then if we want to do the again oxidation of this ketone, so during this ketone oxidation this bond is split up, and we are getting here CH3COOH, CH3COOH, and from here we are getting HCOOH plus this is HCOOH. That meaning the tertiary alcohol will not give easily the oxidation reaction because there is a alpha hydrogen is not present. It will be giving the oxidation reaction in the presence of strong oxidizing agent and at a high temperature. Firstly give us alkene, then this alkene during the oxidation give us ketone and carboxylic acid, then this ketone during the oxidation give us the carboxylic acid. This is the oxidation reaction of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Now the next part is there, the reaction of alcohol with copper metal. This is also like a oxidation reaction. Reaction of alcohol, this is the reaction of alcohol with Cu metal. Reaction of alcohol with Cu metal. If I will be discuss here, same the primary alcohol is there. Suppose this is CH3 single bond CH, this is CH2, or you can write in the other way if you want to write, so simply it is, and this is the OH molecule, this is the OH, this is the CH2 molecule, this you can write it there CH2, very simple. or it's your wish in which way you want to write. This is the ethyl alcohol. If it will be reacted with the copper, then how the bond will be cleavage, that you can understood from here. Now the from here this H and from here one H, that meaning I can write it the H from here and this is the OH. This I can write in this way. The bond between carbon and hydrogen split up, and here bond between oxygen and hydrogen split up. That will be in the presence of copper metal. And on heating, the temperature is 573 Kelvin. So this H2 molecule is eliminated from here and we are getting here aldehyde. This is CH3CHO. So this is the primary alcohol. Primary alcohol when reacted with copper metal at 573 Kelvin, then they will be giving us the aldehyde by the elimination of hydrogen gas. Same, suppose I will be taking here secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol is CH3, single bond C, single bond CH3, single bond OH, single bond H. Same, from here the bond between them is going to split up and we are getting the H2, and this will be giving us CH3, single bond C, double bond O, single bond CH3 plus H2. That meaning secondary alcohol that will be giving us ketone. Same as it is, we are taking a tertiary alcohol. Suppose I am taking here tertiary alcohol. The tertiary alcohol is there CH3, single bond C, single bond CH3, single bond CH3, single bond OH. This is also a copper metal. The temperature is same 573 Kelvin. Same, this is a copper metal. The temperature is there 573 Kelvin. I can write it there CH2 single bond H. From here the water molecule is eliminated as during the oxidation of alcohol, and it will be giving us CH3 single bond C, single bond CH3, double bond CH2 plus H2O. That meaning tertiary alcohol will be giving us the alkene. So that meaning primary alcohol when reacted with copper give us aldehyde and hydrogen gas is eliminated. Same for secondary alcohol reacted with copper to give us ketone and hydrogen gas is eliminated. So these two parts they are known as dehydrogenation reaction also. But the tertiary alcohol when it will be reacted with copper metal, then it will be eliminated a water molecule and that will be giving us a alkene. So due to the elimination of water molecule, that is known as dehydrogenation reaction, dehydration reaction, because the water molecule removed from here. That the chemical properties of alcohol is completed. In my next video I will be discuss with you people the chemical properties of phenol. Thank you.